Hey everyone, welcome to my ECMP 355 Summary of Learning video. So, as my degree is coming to an end, I'm beginning to look back at all of the experiences I've had in the last 4 years. I started this reflection by looking back at this semester. As I reflect, I realize that ECMP 355 has been the most engaging and interesting education class I have ever taken in my undergraduate degree. No offense to the other amazing education classes offered at this university, but this class is just so hard to beat because of how relevant technology is today. Well, and because of our awesome instructors, Alec and Katya. But no, seriously, this class has been so engaging and interactive. It is by far the best online class I have taken part in. I have never had to force myself to come to this class because honestly, it didn't seem like a class to me. I really enjoyed how Alec and Katya made this class feel like more of a professional conversation between colleagues. This has been a unique and great learning experience for me where I have learned more than I have ever imagined that I would about education and technology. Although, I will admit that I was somewhat overwhelmed within our first 2 classes. Here are some of the highlights that I took from ECMP 355. I started this class by being very nervous about sharing my digital identity. At first, I was very unsure about sharing my e-portfolio and my blog online for the public to see. I was raised in a very traditional sense where I was told never to share anything personal on the internet because of the fear of who could find it. I was warned at a young age that creepy people could find my profile and track me down. Instantly, this gave me a fear that someone would find me and hurt me, or possibly take me. I think I may have watched too many movies like Taken where I got these ideas from. After a few more classes and learning more about digital identities and creating a PLN, personal learning network, I realized the benefits of sharing an e-portfolio and blog with the public. This realization happened about 3 weeks into ECMP 355, and this is when I began to post more on my e-portfolio. I signed up for Twitter, and I started to really venture out and read other educators' thoughts about several educational topics. One of my first experiences on Twitter was participating in #SaskEdChat. This experience amazed me. I thought it was so neat how educators from several different locations met online to collaborate and discuss educational topics. I also was a part of the conversation and had the opportunity to contribute my thoughts into the conversation. I was very welcomed and happy how encouraging this group of educators was to have me, a university student, participating in this conversation. As well as the #SaskEdChat, I also connected with other professionals in the community of Regina and other locations. I collaborated with Trent Wotherspoon, who was the coach of my Ranch Airlo outdoor hockey team last year before I started coaching them. If those of you who don't know who he is the MLA representative for the Rosemont area in Regina. I also collaborated with Kelly Christopherson, who is the #SaskEdChat leader. I also learned about several valuable tools that I cannot wait to use in my classroom. I got to experience doing Twitter chats, YouTube, Class Dojo, Google Classroom, Google Drive, Poll Everywhere, Kahoot, Dropbox, WordPress, 5-card Flickr story, and other digital storytelling tools. I also got to do a major project, so at the beginning of the semester, when we were introduced to our major project, I was so excited and determined to learn how to play the acoustic guitar. After thinking this idea through, I decided this was not realistic for me because I had to buy an acoustic guitar, and on my student budget, this was just not realistic. So I decided I would learn how to knit instead because I've always wanted to knit my own infinity scarf. At the start of my online learning journey, I realized it was not that simple, and I definitely needed a lot of practice. With a lot of practice and online help, I am getting slowly better. However, I am still very slow at knitting. Currently, I am working on finishing my first infinity scarf, which is taking me forever. At this rate, hopefully I'll get my scarf done by Christmas. Therefore, although my scarf is taking longer than I would have hoped to complete it, I've still put in a lot of time in learning how to knit. I've decided that I like learning through teaching myself with online resources because I can learn at my very own pace and however or whenever I want to. However, when troubleshooting, it would be nice to have someone face-to-face to see where I'm going wrong and how to fix this issue. All in all, I really enjoyed this project and I've definitely picked up on the lifelong learning skill of knitting. In conclusion, I really enjoyed all of the lectures, presentations, assignments, and conversations we had in this class. Before this class, I thought I knew a fair amount about technology. However, I now have so many great ideas of how I can appropriately incorporate technology into the classroom. I cannot wait to use my ideas in my very own classroom. Now my fingers are crossed that one of my applications pulls through and I get a teaching contract for the fall. I'd like to thank all of you and especially Alec and Katia for contributing to all of the learning I have done in this class. I will definitely stay in touch via online communities. I'd like to say good luck to everyone on your finals, and I hope you all have a great summer. Thanks for listening.